That's a pretty bold statement. There are now 9 Star Wars movies, not including Rogue One or Solo. How could I possibly claim that Revenge of the Sith is the best? Well, my claims are only my opinion, and isn't that what YouTube is all about? Stating your opinions? So here it is. In this video, let's chat about how I remember feeling when each prequel movie was released. Cause yes, I grew up on them and not the originals. Then we'll discuss my thoughts on the sequels a little bit, and at the end of this, I'll tell you why I think episode 3 is the best. Yep, I'm gonna make you wait till the end. Let's get into this. My first Star Wars experience was when I was 7 years old. My dad had told me about this movie coming out that was a prequel to a film he saw in theaters as a kid. Naturally, I was excited. My pop really hyped this one up. But this,
which started right here with the taxation of trade routes,
was pretty dull when I was a kid. And even to this day isn't all that entertaining as an adult. But then this happened and made up for it. Then Attack of the Clones came out. And this one, I could feel the hype. By the time this movie had come out, I was a little older, so I kind of knew what to expect. But damn did they disappoint. I still watch it when I watch the movies. However, episode 2 is the worst Star Wars film in my opinion. Actually, should I rank them real quick? Off the top of my head, I'd say Attack of the Clones in 9th, The Last Jedi in 8th, The Rise of Skywalker in 7th, The Force Awakens in the 6th spot, The Phantom Menace in the 5th spot, A New Hope in the 4th spot, Return of the Jedi in 3rd, Empire Strikes Back in 2nd, and, of course, Revenge of the Sith in the 1st spot. Damn. When I started writing this, I didn't know I was going to rank them. But there you go. I might do a full video where I break down why I ranked them that way. Let me know in the comments if you want something like that. Back to the topic at hand. I was really excited when Disney bought Star Wars. I thought, the MCU isn't bad. Maybe Star Wars will get the same treatment. Boy, was I wrong. But when The Force Awakens came out, I was unreasonably excited for it. I lived with my boy Jacob at the time, and we were obsessed. We'd stay up late at night trying to figure out who the hell Snoke was and if Rey was Obi-Wan's daughter or not. Leading up to this movie, the anticipation was real. I felt like my dad when The Phantom Menace came out, because now something I watched as a kid was getting a sequel, and I felt the hype. Even watching the movie, I was in it for the ride. Sure, it was a rehash of A New Hope, but it was a fun movie. And as I've said before, I can forgive a lot of flaws in a movie as long as it entertains me. And The Force Awakens still amuses me every time I watch it. The Last Jedi, on the other hand, makes me fall asleep. And I don't know what to feel when watching The Rise of Skywalker. However, my all-time favorite Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith. Now, I'll explain why. Leading up to this movie, I was beyond curious. How does this whiny kid
I killed them. I killed them all.
End up in the suit? I wanted to know. How does he become Darth Vader? I must have watched that trailer 100 times. I was obsessed with this movie, making theories in forums in the early days of the internet, before YouTube even existed. Then it happens, release day. And I'll tell you what, this movie did not disappoint. Well, not after 16 years and a few rewatches. I'll admit, that first time seeing this, I was a little put off by this quick turn.
I will do whatever you ask.
However, the more I watch this saga, I understand this entire prequel trilogy is leading to this moment. I feel George Lucas knew how he wanted Anakin to eventually turn to the dark side from the very beginning. So everything he did was in service of that. But not only that, this movie, in my opinion, has some of the best music in all of Star Wars, if not all of cinema. Listen to this and tell me you don't feel something. Revenge of the Sith is the one movie I keep returning to year after year. Not only because of the reasons I just listed, but overall, this movie makes me feel something. And I've always felt that if a film can make me feel something, then it is doing something right. And did you know Hayden Christensen can act? This movie really lets him shine in a way that Attack of the Clones just didn't. From the opening of him being too good of a pilot and cracking jokes, to him finding out he's going to be a dad, to his eventual turn, and maybe even some regret, this movie is sad, epic, and satisfying all at the same time. I love Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. If you do too, and this video was entertaining, hit that like and subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.
Brother was caught in the crossfire.